Okay, I see you. I just barely do have a copy on you on my Pennsylvania SDR. So why don't you give me about 10 or 15 seconds, tell me about your antenna system, and let me look around and see if I can find a better path for us, Roger.
And see if I can find a better path for us, Roger.
Roger. I have a 6 DC with a 100 Yahoo FT-710 radio.
Roger, I've got a better copy on you, but you might be undermodulated. Let's, if you're interested in our setup, it begins with you checking to be sure you're in that 100 to 2900 transmit bandwidth. It's called wide, 100 to 2900, Roger.
100 to 2900, Roger.
Roger, I will check my bandwidth real quick. Hold on just a minute. My width is 2400.
I'm sorry, it should be around 2900. If you're, well, you're out of the ballpark there. It should be, the best would be 100 on the bottom side to 2900 on the top side, and that gives you just a slice of daylight before you're into somebody else's conversation. So ideally it's called wide, 100 to 2900, Roger.
100 to 2900, Roger.
Roger, I just got it to 12900. Is it better now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's much better. And you do have that, slight little break before you're into somebody else's conversation doing that 100 to 2900. All right. Now let's move to your compressor processor. We want the compressor processor on, but only at a 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100. We just want to use a third of that compressor processor. So, just input for 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100, Roger?
For 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100, Roger.
Roger, how do I do that? I have no idea.
Do you have, I guess, assume that you don't have a manual control on the front of your radio, so you probably have to do a menu. And so why don't you just take notes then, and then you can go through your menu at your leisure and crank this in, Roger?
Menu at your leisure and crank this in, Roger.
Roger, go ahead.
Okay, so once we get that front end, that transmit bandwidth on that 100 to 2900 wide width, then we move to our compressor processor, and we want it on and at a 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100, just a third of that compressor processor. Then we move to your ALC meter with mic gain in hand, and as you say the magic word audio, then adjust your mic gain until your ALC meter is running 7 or 2/3. 7 or 2/3 is the sweet spot on your ALC meter. So again, as you watch your ALC meter, you're in transmit, you say the word audio, and you're just primarily interested in the first part of that word, the If you look at that word on a spectrum analyzer, you just see wall-to-wall harmonics. It's a beautiful word for you to use to become a human signal generator. So as you say the word audio, adjust your mic gain until your ALC is reading 7 to 2/3, Roger.
And until your ALC is reading 7 to 2/3, Roger.
I got my mic gain set at 50.
Roger. Yeah. Well, see, that's just a nominal location or specific location for that meter, that control. But what you want to do is become specific to your radio, and that's what your ALC meter allows you to do. So again, at a later date, you crank up transmit and say audio, and adjust your mic gain until your ALC meter is running 7 or 2/3. Roger.
Meter is running 7 or 2/3. Roger.
Roger.
Yes, sir. And I haven't gotten your name. What's your name?
I haven't gotten your name. What's your name?
Jim Roby. And I go by, it's Donald James, but I go by Jim.
Yes, sir, Jim. And what's your location, sir?
Yes, sir, Jim. And what's your location, sir?
Kokomo, Indiana.
Roger, Jim. And what radio are you running today?
Roger, Jim. And what radio are you running today?
FT-710 AESS.
FT-710, Roger.
FT-710, Roger.
Roger.
Okay, and Jim, what I want you to do is come back slowly phonetically with your call sign again, so I'll make sure I got it right.
Phonetically with your call sign again, so I'll make sure I got it right.
November 9, Delta, Juliet, Romeo.
Delta Juliet Romeo. Roger, Jim. And gosh, we're over in Louisville, so we're not that far away. You're in Kokomo. How far is that from Louisville?
You're in Kokomo. How far is that from Louisville?
I'm going to say about 250.
Yeah, Roger. I should be able to copy you somewhat on my local antenna. Let me switch over there real quick and listen for you, Roger. How about now, Jim? Wait, I just had a lightning strike. I guess I've got a lightning storm in the area. Come back to me again and talk to me for just a minute. Yeah, I was thought I would have somewhat of a copy on you on my local antenna, but I don't. So I'm best copying you on that PA-SDR at the moment, Roger.
That PA-SDR at the moment, Roger.
Okay, so you got a little bit to work with. I don't have a good enough copy on you to be able to work with your equalization settings. I don't have a good enough copy to work with you on your equalization settings, but maybe next week your signal to me might be better after you crank in all the stuff there. So gosh, it'd be nice to make contact next Friday and we could pick it up where we left off, Roger.
Next Friday and we could pick it up where we left off, Roger.
Should be home by 4:30.
Yes, sir. We were usually running between 3:30 and 5, so, and maybe we hang out just a little bit after 5, so we could, get you going on your equalization if we have a good copy. So, Jim, let me say 73 to you, partner. Good talking at you, and I hope you have a great afternoon, good weekend. And also, if you wanted to check out your audio, what there is of it on YouTube, we are recording now till 5. So if you go to YouTube and do a call letter search for KC9VKV, followed by the word logbook, that's Kilo Charlie 9, Victor Kilo Victor, followed by the word logbook, it will take you to this recording. It'll be cut number 1 in a series of 3,000 or so, and I'll have it uploaded to YouTube by noon tomorrow, Roger.
YouTube by noon tomorrow, Roger.
Roger. Well, I'm not going to have time. I've got to leave now. We have a handball tomorrow in Peru, Indiana, and we got to go up and set up tables and so forth for a time. So I'm going to have to leave. But I do have one quick question for you. I have FT-710 JIM-N9DJR. I've also picked up 811, 600 watt power supply or amplifier.
Yes, sir, Jim. I got some of that. Conditions were kind of not too good, but let's see. I have a suggestion for you that what you might do is leave your ALC meter out and be able to look at it as you're talking to your friends and neighbors. And just remember where the sweet spot is on your ALC meter, and try to keep your voice right in that sweet spot, which is 7 or 2/3 on your ALC meter. And just be looking at your ALC meter, and over a period of time you'll develop a relationship, and you'll be able to keep your voice right in that sweet spot, number 7 or 2/3. Roger?
Number 7 or 2/3. Roger.
Roger, I understand what you're saying, and I see what you mean. That helps me keep you in that area.
Roger, Jim. Well, let me let you go, sir. 73, and we'll catch you later, and maybe, hopefully, next Friday. This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog Net. My name is Jim, and if you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.